right comments. Again, there will be an interview with the winner straight after the match, so please show respect for the players and stay in your seats. Enjoy the match.
Yep. Welcome back for the third match of today's play. Just like to apologise for the technical difficulties we've had. We are up and running on YouTube, is the only portal that's showing our broadcast due to the Egyptian Customs holding equipment for over nearly 5 days now. We're getting that out finally this afternoon, and it will be arriving here, we've been told, from Cairo in the next hour or two, so hopefully everything will be sorted for tomorrow. But unfortunately, we can't do much apart from send Simon Park to Customs to try to get our gear back. But we now have Mazen Hesham, the Black Falcon. He's at 20 in the world rankings. He's been as high as 13. He's just turned 22, 7 World Tour titles. And he's actually been struggling with an injury problem he sustained against Gregory Gaultier in that fantastic event in Qatar back in November last year. but the first tournament back for Mazen Hashim was the British Open, losing to Ferris Dasuki, but he is certainly looking quite strong physically once again. Quick spin of serve. This is a repeat of last year. And El Shabagi, who hasn't won this title yet. It was the epic battle with Ramy Ashour that he just lost out on. He is the #1 seed, well-ranked British Open champion for the second time, amassing a huge portfolio of titles. Well, Parky, they played last year. And see Marvin, younger brother, be there in his brother's corner.
Yeah,
so this should be entertaining. Yeah. It's always entertaining with Mazen Hashim.
Absolutely. I mean, it's my sort of match of the evening, I think, hopefully. It's, as you said, Mazen Hashim's been struggling with injury, so he'd struggle a bit coming back in the British Open. But I think this is his chance now. Obviously, it's a very tough draw for him against the world #1. But as we know, and as you squash fans know out there, he is absolutely just got oodles of talent, Mazen Hashim, and he can surprise anyone. And certainly this man in your picture, Mohamed El Shabagi, the world #1, will not be underestimating Hashim in any way whatsoever. He will have to be at the top of his game from the start of this match.
15 seconds. Time.
Hopefully this power cut to rectify.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm just being informed that it will take around 10 minutes to score out.
So the central referee with the slightly dubious microphone basically saying, Mike Collins, that they're rebooting the system, so that should take 10 minutes. Not ideal, but that's just the way it is, so that's what we will have. So play will reconvene in 10 minutes. Well, the players just knocking up. That was quite strange. Power cut, but nothing surprises us on the World Tour. Ready for all sorts of scenarios. It's tough for the players after the warm-up and then suddenly a 10-minute delay. Mazen Hesham just mobilising his back.
First round match, Mazen Hesham of Egypt to serve, Mohamed Al-Shabani of Egypt to receive. Best of 5 games, level.
So the third match of today's play being kicked off. Battle of the Cities here, Parky. Cairo, Alexandria.
Certainly is, and it's a clash of styles as well. Yeah, that's clever play from Hesham. Got the aggressive style of the world number 1, Mohamed Al-Shabani, and there's an example of that on the backhand side. Whipping it cross court after 2 or 3 really low drives straight. And the cameraman just coming in a bit late there, getting a bit of telling off from Steve Cubbins. Probably a little bit more, well, definitely more experienced than the young man in green. Oh, that is absolute genius from Mazen Hesham. Wonderful touch there from the young Egyptian. Sporting a new haircut today, looking really fresh. Quite a bit of new clothing today, Mazen Hesham. She's sporting and new shoes. He's like a new man today.
Nice and fresh.
He's had a little bit of time off, as we mentioned earlier. It's I mean, he did play the British Open, but probably not quite up to it at that point. He had a tough draw playing Suzuki. But I feel he's had enough time. I think he feels he's had enough time now to try and get back to his peak. He certainly read that one well from Mohamed Al-Shabani. Just a slightly poor width there, and also due to the fact that Shabagi read this cross court, but wonderful balance all the same. You see, trying to wrong foot Mohamed Al-Shabani, but he was all over it on that forehand volley. Great bit of improvisation, but that was straight back into the body of the world number 1. Some real quick fire rallies here already. Some wonderful skill on display. Oh, that was pretty close to being a phenomenal shot again from Hesham. Well, that's very lucky there, and you see the apology from the world number 1. Just clipping the nick between the side wall and the front wall, but if you hit this hard, it is going to absolutely fly across court, and that's exactly what happened. And the ball just a bit close to himself, trying to improvise there, Hesham.
He's got some unbelievable legs on him, isn't he, Hesham?
Yeah, strong boy.
I mean, there's no muscle wastage. He's all back to full strength after that injury.
Yeah, as we said earlier, we spent a bit of time in Pontefract recently, and seeing Ian Horsley every single day during that week period.
It's just the hand speed is astonishing from the Black Falcon. I mean, all these Egyptian players have got brilliant hand speed, but the Black Falcon at times is up there with kind of Ramir Shaw-esque hand speed, isn't it?
Yeah, he's one of the best, that's for sure. And I had the dubious privilege of getting on court with him at that time in Pontefract.
Of course you did. I mean, I wouldn't think anything less. I mean, you get on court with everyone these days.
Well, believe it or not, he did actually text me. I don't know, God knows why.
We don't need to go into the details of it. I mean, it's like,
well,
I don't think the viewers are fussed if he texts you or not, but it's nice you had a hit with him. It's unbelievable.
Fair enough. Well, I was going to tell a little story, but if they're not interested,
no,
then,
no, let's hear it. It's a funny story. Go on, crack on. Stop being pathetic.
He I did play, and I was doing okay, and then I misread him, went flying into the front wall, and he smashed my back into the tin, and didn't get up for about a minute. He was about to call the ambulance, but I was okay.
As long as he didn't have to give you mouth to mouth.
Yeah, he was just about to, I think. Very difficult to read, and we were talking about it earlier, just being on court with him, it's just shocks you. It kind of, you have a few rallies and it's okay, and then something happens and you just don't see it. It's just so quick. And similar to Ramir Shaw in that way.
Well, El Shabagi's movement was very, very strong going up to that front. Attempted boast nick from Hesham. Oh, just overcomplicating it there.
75.
He needs to hit that a bit harder and more severely. Mohamed El Shabagi was caned into the cross-court nick. He's going to be on cloud 9 with the quality of his performances over the last few months, El Shabagi, and over the last year, dominating the world scene.
Certainly
Won
is.
the World Championships and regained it back in.
Can we get towels? Oh, I mean, yes. It's just we cannot.
Regaining it in the world, in the Hong Kong Championships at the end of the year.
Yeah, I think we need a whole tournament. We need. Yeah, can someone bring towels? No. We need towels for ourselves and for the court. And for the court. We just need other towels.
Okay.
Thanks. Just the OWL.
Well, we've got a giant mosquito right by us in Bucket. It really do.
It's not very relaxing, is it?
No, not at all, and it's big. Wish you could just spray it with some of your deodorant. Get it off for a while.
We need PJ's forehand to swat
These
it away.
guys want towels and hairdressers and everything.
Such divas these days, aren't they, Joey?
Oh, they are. Well, yeah, I think that was the best thing, that they just go off court. This mosquito is terrorising us. Can you do something about it, please? Make yourself
I
useful.
told you we need PJ's forehand to swat it away.
Well, and us as well. It's nasty. Oh, my goodness me, I'm getting very weirdly twitchy. It's a big one. It's like the size of a
Dragonfly. Huge.
Score 6-8. Looking to serve from the right.
The other thing I noticed when I was on court with Hesham, he gets such severe angles on his drop shot sometimes.
Very steep angles, yeah.
Yeah, steep, but also very wide. Sometimes they don't hit the nick even. They just go across, right across the court. Nice, great length from Hesham, and it sets up this opportunity. Again, wonderful skill. He's throwing everything at Mohamed Al-Shabagi here. Well, it's just a safety let here for Mazen Hesham, and he's not going to get much change out of this, Mohamed Al-Shabagi.
There is
no way he can hit a
Please wait for the outcome of the video.
No way.
I mean, Shabagi's argument will be that the ball is falling quite low, which actually, when you look at it again, is quite a valid argument. All he could do there is boast, Joey.
Yeah, that's common sense, isn't it?
If I was Hesham, I would probably play that shot because it's a bit risky. You might get a no let.
Shot, very clever low kill. It's brilliant from Al-Shabagi, the clever low kill, and then the forehand volley drop finish.
What a combination of shots those two were. And that one just pretty awesome at the moment from Shabagi.
It's just questioning the pickup.
Pick up.
Pick up on the left here, please. It was good.
Let's have a look at this here. This is a lovely low kill. There, you got it.
Just made it. He's looking very sparky this evening, Hesham.
Oh, that's a huge miss from Hesham. Massive miss. Terrible miss, really.
Mahusiv.
2 game balls for the world number 1. Very soft, Barky. It's like a sponge.
Oh, wow.
Well, I don't know what he did there, but he nearly hit Hesham. I've never seen a cross-court nick attempt like that.
That was awful.
I've got to see that again just for pure vulgarity.
Well, for any club player, this is the world number 1, and he's actually hit the side wall.
I've never seen a side
floor
wall be hit.
and then the side wall.
This will go on YouTube. That was unbelievable. Nearly yorked Hesham. That will find its way on YouTube. I know we're on YouTube at the moment, but it'll certainly go on there permanently because that was a shocker of the month.
Shocking knocking.
Went to a tie break as quickly as that.
Yeah, that shot was actually up there with a tennis player actually missing his own serve. And that has, I can't remember who it was, but that has happened recently. The top player. There's that ridiculous angle.
Yeah, but he find the nick, it makes himself, he doesn't get it, he's so out of position. He's going a bit headless turkey, headless falcon. He's punished for it, opened the court out far too much. 14-minute entertaining first game. You would certainly know that it was going to be entertaining with these two, but it's El Shabagi that wins in a tie-break. He leads 1-0. Well, Messan Hesham is a player that likes to open the court out. He is very positive, but El Shabagi, ruthless, given any opportunity, cleaning up, using his confidence and his skills. So, I mean, this could go either way in the second game, but El Shabagi, I feel, of course, he's got the foundations of being world #1. I'd love to see more from Messan Hesham, though.
Well, you've conjured up an enduring image there of the Headless Falcon. At the beginning of this game, Black Falcon was pretty impressive. It was very sparky around the court and looking very, very strong and up for this match. And it has to be, really. He's playing the world #1, who is in great form, looking very cool on the court and very ruthless, as you say. A lot of it is it's quite clinical, actually, from Mohamed El Shabagi. He's not using power all the time. He's just hitting the ball in the right places, and he's one love up.
Well, the Falcon has got lots of mini Falcons around him. He looks like a bigger, older Falcon there, that chap. But he doesn't want to turn into the Headless Falcon, Parky. I think you said it in the beginning of those highlights.
Well, towards the end of that game, that's what happened, as you pointed out. But he was put under a lot of pressure. I felt Shabagi played exceptionally well in that game at times. This is the important part now for Hesham to put his head back on and get just a fraction more sensible and clinical at the beginning of this second. Still keep the flair occasionally. Just be very, very astute in terms of shot selection. Well, he's gone for it.
Shabagi went for that one between his legs, bodged it up.
Yeah, it's always very hard to live up to the famous one that he did against Ramy Ashour in Qatar in the World Championship final. The one that rolled out of the nick. I'm sure that's been watched a few times. Well, he was actually ready for this, and that's, I think my initial thought was a stroke. It was, sometimes works this shot, but in this instance, Messan Hesham was ready very early. I think I just heard a Vulcan in the background there, I should hear it. Oh, the reactions there were ridiculous. I'm going to have to see that one again.
Hopefully. Don't try to put too much pressure on the team.
There's the finish.
Curse of the team.
Well, if we can get that one, it's just absolutely ridiculous. So close. Look at the reaction there. And then here, from behind himself. It's phenomenal.
That, yeah. Well, that wasn't phenomenal. Broken string for Shabagi.
Well, do you think it's something to do with the heat? The strings breaking quite a lot. And,
yeah, I mean the balls swell. Create probably a bit of, if you're thinking about it from a physics point of view, probably a bit of extra extra pressure on the strings. I mean, they obviously ball swell in the heat anyway. What do you think? Why do you think it would necessarily put pressure on the strings from your own intellect? What would you deduct, Sherlock?
Well, it's something they talk about in tennis quite a lot. They change their string tensions and when it's in the heat, various different temperatures. Obviously, they play outdoors a lot more than us, but they're always they string their rackets depending on the temperature. From what I hear, so I think that makes sense. What you're saying, as the ball gets a little bit bigger and heavier in the heat, so it's going to put a little bit more pressure on the strings. That's a classic Mazen Hesham
we were
shot.
all over the shot there. We didn't know what was going on.
Such a high backswing here, and quite upright. Look at that follow through as well. I've no idea what he did there.
He's sweeping around the Falcon. He's got to be clever. I said he's got to be careful.
He's just trying too much there at times. I'd like to see him just knock one down the wall, just be a bit more simple with it.
Just bang it straight and win the rally. I mean, he's just overcomplicating. Shabagi's up on the tee line looking for cross court anyway.
Yeah.
So it either has to be an outright nick, which is very hard to play, or if it's not, you're going to put yourself under pressure, Parky. It's not anywhere remotely percentage squash.
Such a good hold from Mohamed Shabagi. He's so good at that, especially on the front forehand. Clearly he had a lot of time, but he created that time with the first forehand drop shot. Mazen Hesham had to cover the four corners, had to wait a long time before Mohamed Shabagi put this ball away. He's trying a little bit too much now, the Falcon. Certainly seems though like he's playing back to the level he was, if not very close. It's just obviously very difficult when you're playing against the world #1, but I'm sure he'd be ahead against most other players. Well, that's fantastic. That's the area. He's so deceptive with a high backswing on the forehand. Just the ball not even that loose really from Mohamed Shabagi. It sits up a little bit off the sidewall.
8-7.
This is the intriguing bit for me, the back end of games. Oh my goodness, that was a finish and a half. The higher ranked player being so solid at the back end of games.
This is where Mazen Hesham has to be really clever. But it was Mohamed El Shabagi who took the initiative, as we come to expect from the world number one. Just a bit speculative. It was difficult to play a drop shot from behind himself, half volley. There were so many reasons not to play a drop shot from that position. And the error has come, and he's given Mazen Hesham half a chance here. Ooh, I don't think that's a stroke.
He's looking for the stroke.
Very close, yeah, very close. That's probably, I think that's a good decision.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah, it's a good decision. I think that should stand as the as a let ball. Just enough space for. He could play a cross court there. He can play any shot on the front wall there, Mohamed El Shabagi. There was enough surprise from the straight ball, I think.
Yeah, that was solid. What do you think, Parky? Is he going to steal a game in this second, Falcon, or is the experience of Shabagi stay solid?
I would like him to, and the crowd would like him to, but I don't know. It's just difficult to call.
But he's in trouble here.
Yeah, the experience of Shabagi.
Way too much trouble. Too open. So just 29 minutes so far, 12 minutes second game, and the world number one extends his lead to 2 games to love. Well, Mazen Hesham, 5 unforced errors from the younger Egyptian against the best player in the world at the moment consistently, Mohamed El Shabagi. And he just can't help himself. He gets in very good positions, works hard to get them, and then it just overcomplicates it. It's too many free points at the end of the day for from Mazen Hesham to Mohamed El Shabagi.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, Joe. I mean, you see genius like that from Mazen Hesham, and that's what we love about him, but he does have to steady the ship sometimes, and I feel the world number one, Mohamed El Shabagi, is playing pretty well today. He's really up for this. He's treating it like a final. He's got a very dangerous opponent here, and he's certainly not underestimating him. It was very, very close in this second game, and Hesham had his chances, but it was just errors at the crucial times. Shabagi knew he was beaten on that last one. Fantastic cross-court kill. And as you said, Joe, it's just that he's slightly older, Mohamed El Shabagi, with just that extra bit of experience which has seen him through to 2-love.
games to love. Level.
Well, that's the example of racket head speed, Parky. It was a very open, loose rally, but look at this for a finish. So whippy.
See how low it stayed. Absolutely incredible. I do feel Shebag is playing well today. He's really managing to neutralise most of the skills of Mazen Hesham. Obviously, you can't stop him playing winners. It's going to happen. He is going to hit winners against you. It's just trying to cut down those opportunities.
3-1.
But he's got a few winners of his own, Shebagi. We're very, very clinical today.
4-1. Hang on. 2-4. 3-4.
Frustration showing now from Black Falcon. Still only 2 points adrift here, but could have been 1-1 if he'd have just been a little bit more clinical. I mean, that's a fantastic shot. I mean, I really feel it's just shot selection really for Hesham.
It is. He's got all the physical capabilities and the talent, but this shot selection, still a bit of a kind of junior squash in him, in his game at this level, Parky, don't you think, at the very, very highest level?
Yeah, at times. And you don't want to take away players' flair, you really don't want to take away their flair, but if he's ever going to be world #1, I'm sure he's got aspirations to be, well, I know he's got aspirations to be world #1, world top 5, win major events. He's just going to have to improve in that area. That's the genius that we like to see. And that's what I was talking about. And it's a big reaction, and you know, sometimes it can come off and it can roll out the nick, but you're down, you're 2-love down, and you're a couple of points down against the world #1. Yeah. That is not the shot to play.
Well, he read it. El Shebagi. Become a bit scrappy this third game. So still decent cushion for El Shebagi in this third game. Just moments away from closing this out.
6-9.
Loves that shot on the backhand side, and again on the forehand. Mohamed El-Shorbagy.
Well, the offering was there, wasn't it, for the orthodox straight drop?
Yeah, he was a bit lucky there, Hesham, because Mohamed El-Shorbagy read it like a book, that little post. He's got himself just 2 points adrift now for the world number 1. That's a wonderful play.
How much better is that from him, though?
So much better.
Just a straight drive, Parky, not silly.
I mean, he obviously used a bit of improvisation to get it like that.
Well, the
but
wrist.
but it was the
a
right
straight
shot.
It's beautiful. Outright winner, straight down the line.
Yeah, not everyone could do that as well, but it was certainly the right shot.
They're trying to trip him up then, Mazen Hesham, the court sweepers. I mean, the back glass wall is like, it's like it's kind of steaming up. That's how humid it is, Parky. I mean, everything is sweating here. It is very, very humid. So it's not just the sweat from the players, the humidity is now creating a lot of water on the sidewalls, which is moving down to the floor. Very honest of Mohamed El-Shorbagy. So locked in at 9-all. This is where the number 1, you just have that feeling, will knuckle down again. Look how cloudy it is, Parky, like on the glass, purely because of all the humidness.
Yeah, there's a serious amount of condensation going on. When we had that break earlier, it was really bad. It was just like when you...
it's like we're playing in a kettle.
Turn the car on a cold day. Put the heating on.
That is horrendous. Oh, yeah, he's going review. He needs to actually say he wants to review. He's stitching himself. What's he doing? Say review. It's a bit of a weird delay then, wasn't it, when the referee was asking him?
Yeah, I think it's another area where he...
I mean, that is bizarre. I mean, what is he doing at 9-all, Parky, doing this? What's he doing? What's he doing?
Hardly any interference there at all.
Well, I can't see this being overturned, you know. I mean, what is he doing? What? I mean, at 9-all in the third game, you're hanging on for dear life. He's gone completely crazy.
Yeah, I agree.
No interference.
So
that's terrible. If I was his coach, I'd be banging myself against a brick wall. He's managed to sort out the game ball scenario, turning it round into a tie break. Unbelievable.
We really don't want you banging yourself, Joey.
It would be really good.
No one wants to see that.
Oh, it's nice play. So the Black Falcon returns to the light. He's been in the shadows for most of this match. Game ball. Nearly went for the Yorker. Cricket. What are you thinking, Pashi? Apart from just about food, what else are you thinking?
I think he could do it now. I mean, he's got every chance. He's got game ball, but he's got to keep his temperament, got to keep his cool.
Oh, this is a bit silly though. He's going to get punished. He's
He's
made the unforced. Did he hit the tin, or was it?
I thought it was good.
Yeah, he teed it up for him, didn't he?
Yeah.
Look at that. Can you see all the condensation? The
Yeah,
front
the players,
warning.
I think it's coming through worse on the monitor. I think the players aren't too worried about it at the moment. When we had the break for 10 minutes, it was pretty bad.
He just teed that up for El Shabagi there.
Yeah, it was. It's just playing with fire, really. But no one said it was easy to win a game off the world number one. But we know he is so talented, Mazen Hesham. If he could just get this game, it'd actually be very dangerous for El Shabagi. But that's hit the floor.
Well, there we go, match ball for El Shabagi. So there's the unforced error. El Shabagi closing out 3 games to love.
3 games to love. 12-11.
Well, it was a really good performance from the world number one, Mohammed El Shabagi, as he gets through against Mazen Hesham. 3 games to love. Well, Mohammed El Shabagi, I thought, was very good form here. I think he was treating this first round like a major final. He's playing someone who's not really up and coming. He's a real contender. Obviously, he's had a bit of an injury, but he's very, very dangerous. A potential banana skin, Mazen Hesham. But there were more winners, a lot more winners from Mohammed El Shabagi, and he was just very clinical and showed why he's world number one compared to Hesham in terms of shot selection, experience and keeping a calm head. And Hesham has got all the talent in the world, great athlete, and it's great to see him back, and I'm sure he would have beaten most other players today, but today Mohammed El Shabagi just a bit too good. Yeah, there's a bit of a scrum going on in that front right for Mohammed El Shabagi as he comes onto court to have an interview with my companion Joey Barrington.
That was a tricky affair. You can see actually on the glass, the condensation. It's kind of a bit like playing in a steam room at the moment. It's very, very tough indeed.
Yeah, it's very hot and humid, and it was very tough for both of us. And I'm just, with these kind of conditions, we play in different kind of conditions all over the world, and you have to deal with it. And it was something that was very tough test, and for both of us, I'm glad I was able to deal with it. And he has been injured for quite a while, and he's a great player, a great guy, and he's very important for the tour. He plays such an exciting game. He does a lot of errors, but at the same time, he does such amazing winners. And it's great to have him back injury-free, and I'm really happy to have him back as well. And it's great to play one more match with him for sure.
Just going on about the Egyptian players, there's a lot of younger Egyptians that are coming up. I mean, you're still very young yourself, but does it create an added pressure when you play particularly in Egypt, from Egypt? Is it, the battle of the two cities with you being from Alexandria as well?
Yeah, I mean, it's the battle of the two cities, but we are all one country, so we all play for Egypt, and we are all proud of that. And I think we represented our country in the good manners today, and it's great to have so many coming players up the ranking now from Egypt, and we have 5 players inside the top 10. Mazen will be soon one of us as well, and
And yeah, and I'm sure we'll have great battle in the future. And you know, we always talk about having the battle of the two cities, but as I said, it's just one country, and we all play for the same country. We all play for Egypt, and we're all proud of that. And I'm just glad that we have so many players playing from Egypt and playing great at the moment.
Well, it's great to have you in this event, Mohammed. We wish you the best of luck in your next round, and we're very excited about all the players in this event.
Thank you, and thanks for coming to support me today. And I look forward to see you guys again in 2 days. Thanks.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mohammed Al-Shabagi and Mazan Hesham. Now, the last match will be coming up in 5 minutes. Okay, so 5 minutes for the last match of tonight's play.
Well, Mohammed Al-Shabagi just showing his dominance in this first round, really up for this match against Mazan Hesham, who was a threat today. As I said, I think he would have beaten a lot of very, very good players today, but Mohammed Al-Shabagi, not only the world #1, but in fine form, really controlled and playing exactly the right shots at the right time. Giving Mazan Hesham a little bit of a lesson in terms of shot selection and keeping a cool head. And that was the finish, an error from Mazan Hesham, and Mohammed Al-Shabagi goes through to the second round. So, don't go away, because in around 5 minutes' time we have Greg Lobban of Scotland against Simon Rosner of Germany.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are now going to bring on the last match of this evening's play to complete the first part of this top of the draw first round. The first player I'm going to bring on to tour is rising up the rankings. He's won over 5 PSA World Tour events, actually 6. He's the Scottish number 2. He's based now in England training with David Pearson and Danny Zaro. He's got through to the main draw for this event. He's the Scottish number 2. He's world ranked 38 in the world. Give a big welcome to Greg Lobben. And then his opponent, who's the most successful German player ever on the PSA World Tour. He's one of the most popular players on PSA SQUASHTV. He has been high as number 6 in the world. He's the world number 9 from Germany, Simon Rosa. The central referee is for South Africa, is still making his debut. He'll be taking charge of the match. Okay, so I hope you enjoy this one. It's the last match to finish proceedings this evening. Enjoy the match.
Okay, welcome back to the final match here in the Gouna International. And there we have Greg Lobban, the Scottish #2, currently ranked 38 in the world and just 23 years of age. He's improving every month at the moment on the circuit, getting some fantastic results, and he's making his first appearance at this event in Egypt. Very, very hot conditions. He's got a tough task today against the German tree chopper. Very, very experienced German #1, Simon Rosner, the #8 seed in this particular event. Ranked 9 in the world, and he's been on the circuit now for 13 years. Very, very experienced, very consistent campaigner. In his last event, he reached the semi-final in Zurich of the Grasshopper Cup. Always very entertaining player to watch. Both these players are actually quite entertaining. Greg Lobban is a very attacking player as well. Came through qualifying in this event. I actually first saw him up in Inverness, from the very north of Scotland, a few years back. It must have been 5 years back when he was 18. And let me put this politely, he was a little bit plumper than he is now, Joey. But he's trained very, very hard and turned himself into a really good contender.
Greg Lobban was actually born in Great Yarmouth. He resides now in Preston, so he represents Scotland, but he was born in England.
Well, it's news to me. He's kept that one quiet.
Oh no. Well, I mean, Herr Rosner, you can see his hair there already soaking wet. Much more of that to come.
There we see Nicky Muller on the right-hand side, just having a giggle with Alan Klein. Nicky Muller, the Swiss #1 in the blue T-shirt, will be advising his good friend Simon Rosner, and Alan Klein, Scottish #1, will be advising Greg Lobban.
Gouna International Squash Tournament 2016, first round match. Greg Lobban of Scotland to serve, Simon Rosner of Germany to receive. Best of 5 games, level. One love. Decision Rosner. Yes, lad. One love. And out, 1-0. I understand. Can we please have court service to wipe the walls? Court service? Anyone?
Let's have a look at this one. Oh, that was not sure what he's. Oh yeah, because it's skidding off the wall because of the condensation toss.
What? That's going to take a while.
What,
He's
doing all the court? I mean, come on.
These guys have been watching Ken. Look, they've got a smile on their face while they do it.
I mean, well, that's going to take a long time. Oh, we've already had a power cut.
Need some ladders.
Can the players just advise me if
This
you're
is
happy with it?
fantastic. This is like just looking at really up close and personal bubble wrap, or possibly the costume of Superman. The type of I mean,
Or like snakeskin.
oh, it's just I love that. You're really getting really involved. It's like kind of like the cricket, looking at the wicket. You know, Jeffrey Boycott looking at the steaky wicket, looking at the slippery squash court.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. We hope to have you back in a few seconds to do it again. I really don't know. They're just going to have to play. It's very. I remember playing on traditional plaster courts, Parky, where it's sweaty like that, and you serve a normal serve, and it like flies up, hits the roof.
Yeah. Yeah, you just can't control it. You don't know where it's going to go, and if you can't play a boast, can you, on those kind of courts?
No, that's where you have to adapt.
Yeah, everything's straight.
Not up. Hand out. 2-1.
Oh, it really is skiddy viddy.
Hand out. 2-all.
Well, that really skidded through as well. It's going to be a real test for Greg Lobban playing against the tree chopper in these conditions. Well, you can see there from that boast from Rosner, it's just running through, it's skidding on the sidewall.
Can't really, because I can't see. My glasses are completely steamed up, so I can't see anything.
Yeah, slight problem. This is farcical.
Decision Rosner.
Don't play boast, fellas. That would be my advice. I mean, we've all played dodgy league matches with condensation on the sidewalls. You cannot boast in these circumstances.
Mazza.
Just give your glasses a little bit of a wipe there, Joey. With my
Stroke to
hanky.
Rosner. Stroke to Rosner. 3-2.
Well,
I'll be with you in 1 second.
Greg Lobbin
Court service.
is asking about the court, and central referee there, Leon, is going to get some advice on what to do and hasn't. There's not really much they can do on this environment here, Parky.
No, I mean they wipe the walls, but it doesn't take
that's
away.
That's not going to do anything. It's going to be
No.
this there, like straight away. It doesn't do anything. Probably spread shit around. Well, you can see what the condensation's doing to our cameraman there. It's that slippy that he can't grip the controls properly. It'd be horrendous if he was a digger driver. Well, Lee Beechel's down there, obviously the COO, PSA. I mean, they're going to have to probably go and play on the traditional court at the move and pick. Do good food there at that hotel.
That's important. Here comes John Massarella stomping down.
Well, he doesn't want to stomp that fast because he'll slip over.
Here he is. Everyone looks very confused.
Well,
he's
there's
throwing in
the
the white towel.
central referee, Leon.
He's got a towel, he's going to help out.
He's really getting involved. He's kind of blocking out John Mazzarella there. Well, the central referee is really getting. I think he might end up cleaning the court here, Parky. John Mazzarella's not happy. I can't really see what the different mopping it up and down compared to side is going to do at all. Honestly, mate.
Well, especially as you don't really hit the ball that high, do you, on the sidewall, unless it's coming off the serve. That's probably about the only time, or a lob. But then it hasn't got the speed on it, so it doesn't have as much effect as a boast, which is lower down the wall.
Well, the central referee is. I'm not sure if he's got a cleaning company, but I mean he's really directing the show here, Parky. At the end of the day, I mean you'd be quite happy to have him come and get all your windows done, wouldn't you?
Yeah, he would. I mean it's a good service.
He's more kind of, you know, he's turn up with the guys. He wouldn't be doing it himself. Obviously, he'd be.
She's delegating. She looks happy.
No, she doesn't want to help out at all.
She's had 2 Red Bulls and she looks like that.
Yeah.
There are other energy drinks. It's not a good advert though, is it?
No. No. It's,
yeah, she's just overdone it a little bit.
Well, I don't know about Parky, but I don't know what you mean, really. What do you mean? There's Zoma Muncie's wife who's supporting her husband. It's a long night for her as well. The thing is, it's been given a wipe, but sadly, within about 2 minutes, it will be back where it was before, yeah?
Totally agree, but I suppose they've got to give it a try. It's, I totally agree with you, Joey. It's very humid this evening.
I think this could well get finished off at the move and pick. Very, very good food there.
You still hungry?
No, I'm fine, I'm good. They do. It's renowned for its grub. They need some aircon, don't they, like Kata?
He said there is some coming out of the tin there, but it's not doing a good enough job, obviously.
Three, two, left side. Down.
So the break of play back on.
4-2.
Rosner wanting to go full charge, Parky. This is turning into a real late shift. Whoever wins this will have the day's rest.
Yeah, it's everything to play for. Just interested to see the first person that plays a boast, and the reverse angle doesn't have the same effect. Just see if it skids off that side wall. You can always tell. At the moment, both players insistent on hitting the front wall first, which is a good ploy.
Hand out.
Just slightly wrong footing.
3-4.
Simon Rosner here. It was quite loose, but didn't matter because Rosner couldn't regain his balance in time.
Decision Rosner. Stroke to Rosner.
Yeah, it's the right
And
decision. He
out.
couldn't clear in time.
5-3.
Very tight work from Rosner, forcing the loose lob down the middle. It's actually better squash because neither player has played a boast. I mean, if you do attack the boast when the wall is skiddy, you can end up hitting it right back at yourself.
Oh, big time, yeah.
Hand out. Four, 5. Down. Hand out. 6-4.
A little bit too close to that, Greg Lobban. Was trying to improvise slightly, but it didn't come off.
Down.
That's a good header.
7-4.
And the higher ranked player just taking that 3-point lead just from a couple of errors from the racket of the Scottish number 2. He's going to try and regain his focus. It can't be easy when you're having a break like that and the court, there's problems with the court. Greg Lobban played an actual intentional skid post there and everything seemed okay. So for the moment, the side walls seem quite dry.
Down.
Well, it was a little bit similar to the
And out.
error that Lobban played
5-7.
earlier, just trying to improvise, but not moving quick enough out to create space.
Well, that was a beautiful floater
Down.
from Lobban. Lovely touch. The way he floats that one in.
You
6-7.
always had a wonderful floater, Joey, back in the day. Very skillful.
Well, the ball's gone walkabout, Parky. I'm not sure if you're going to get up and get it back in the court, yeah?
There's absolutely no chance of that. No chance.
Whilst we're waiting for our lights, can we please have court attendance?
Oh, sorry, the light's gone off. It's not the ball. It's the light. The lights have failed because
Lights.
of the condensation. Brrr. I mean, what else is going to happen? We've had lights, condensation, lights. Brrr. What else?
Anyone fancy a pint?
So this could well be a 10-minute delay for the lights. I mean, if we watch those for too long, then we could be in all sorts of trouble. I can't be watching that for... I mean, that's like lulling you into safety of the
I quite
fireworks
like it.
display.
I quite like it.
You're finding it quite soothing?
Yeah, I'm actually. I think I need help.
Yeah. There we go. That's the... you could write your name in that condensation, Parshi.
I think somebody
just
already
see
has,
you
says
walking
J-Lo.
See you walking past there with a towel, thinking the court's a steam room.
Shall I go and draw a smiley face?
No, that would be silly.
A love heart.
If you could put our initials in there. Could put Parshi was here.
Oh dear, oh dear.
Well, there's the central referee, Leon, who's just rewiring the lights. And Nicky Muller is just saying, well, well, he doesn't look very happy, does he, Nicky Muller? That's not very positive to Simon. Oh, that's awesome. I mean, this is like art. This is like raw art for me to watch
It's
this.
pure synchronicity, isn't it?
Yeah, actually, it's making me feel quite sleepy. What's the difference between those two lights? I bet you can't say what the difference is. But oh, look at that! Look at that! Some more lights. These are the culprits that have gone out that need to be reported. They've gone out, Parshi. Oh, there's more that's gone out now.
Well, I think in all fairness, it's I mean, for the players really, it's better to go to the Mervyn pick because all these stoppages.
It's good food there.
And it's good food there as well. And from the players' point of view, they've been warmed up for a
It's
while.
tough. It's so tough, mate. I mean, on joking aside for the players, last match, late shift, 10 past 11 here. Well, we have certainly got our money's worth of seeing people cleaning the court here. Seaman looks like he's fallen into a dreadful state of depression. He's just having a stretch. He's just stretching his hips there, isn't he?
Ladies and gentlemen, maintenance are attending the electricity problem. I've been advised that they will take approximately 10 minutes.
Well, we'll be back in 10 minutes when we've got some electricity. Well, it's good to be back in it, Parky, after the rebooting of the Lightenhausens.
Thank you.
Obviously the guys want to crack on.
6-7 from the right.
So Leon taking charge in the central position.
Decision Rosner. No let. 7-all.
Sure that noise was in the audio.
I missed it with the mics, but we're.
I can't believe you had mine on and I had yours on. That was ridiculous. Under Puntons. Oh, Greg Lobban has to try and use this situation to his advantage, doesn't he?
Well, that definitely skidded off the side wall. Little smile from Lobban. Did well to recover there, Rosner. I can't see them playing on here much longer. It's just getting worse again. Neither player's going to boast yet.
Well, you just don't want to produce a skid.
Nobody wants that. Not at this time of night.
Down.
Again, you can see it skid off the sidewall.
Handout 8-7.
That was a good bit of work there. Seeing the shoulders of Lobban. Oh my goodness me. Well, Simon Rosner's not boasted yet, has he?
No.
He's got no interest in seeing that ball skid.
Well, it's just interesting talking to Greg Lobban briefly in that break. He
That's a beautiful finish. It's going to be a 9-let.
Decision
it's a
Rosner.
wonderful shot.
No let.
Yeah, he's not going to get much out of this. It's a great shot from Greg Lobban.
Would you like to video review?
Yeah, please.
Video review Rosner on the no let decision.
And we'll see here, it's a pretty loose shot coming flying off the back wall from Simon Rosner, setting up Greg Lobban. It's a wonderful finish, very clinical. I think this should remain a no-let. Just not quite seeing the right point yet. It's not the right point, but it remains a no-let.
No let
correct
decision
decision.
upheld. Rosner has no reviews remaining. 8-all. Right side. What's that? Hand out 8-all.
That was a good decision, that last one. It's important at that stage, but I feel it was a no-let, Parky. Good confirmation by the
experts.
For the experts in the back in the TV rim.
Decision Robin.
It's a good rim.
No lead. Hand out 9-8.
It's a good shutout, and it's a good shot from Simon Rosner. I was just about to say earlier, Greg Lobban, he doesn't get many chances. He's had a lot less chances than Simon Rosner to play in this environment, the first round of a major event, and he wants the conditions to be at least decent for him.
I think it'd be a let ball.
Decision Rosner.
This could go to review, I don't know.
Yes, lead. 9-8.
Hopefully not.
No, it won't. Certainly solid though, I mean, wouldn't be any issues there if it did go.
I mean, imagine if we didn't have a video referee, video review referee. What would that change things much? Do you think, or?
Well,
the decision Rosner.
I don't know, that's never happened, and I don't think it ever would happen.
No,
but,
yes, lead. 9-8.
Particularly in the last match of a World Series event, I don't think that would. Well, that was a skidder, but it worked.
It actually worked in his favour there.
Yeah, it was a clever skid.
It's good reactions from Lobban. This is absolutely all over the place.
Good control here from Herr Rosner.
It's a bit of a hack fest now down the middle.
Well, this could end up being a review.
Decision Lobban. Stroke to Lobban.
Yeah, he's probably gonna. Well, he can't review because he lost his review. It's not going to activate the fourth official.
Well, that's a relief.
9-all.
I think it's the right decision here. I mean, there's no movement at all.
Oh no, that's a stroke.
Straight into the
majority
line.
decision on that one.
Democracy rules.
Decision Rosner. Stroke to Rosner. Hand out 10-9, game ball.
Well, it's been a long day. It's game ball for Simon Rosner. The late shift.
Decision Lobban. Yes, led. 10-9, game ball.
Well, any person who plays squash with any regularity, he knows the game, can see that it's not great conditions off the side wall.
Well, I mean, you'd be a bit strange if you couldn't tell that with all the steam and everything else. But I mean, when you think about these guys knowing that they were going to be last on, it's been a really long day for them. And they're only in the first game. Rosner's going to go straight off court. He wants to crack on with this.
Rosner leads.
I have the feeling that Rosner definitely wants to finish this match out on the glass. It looks like it will go that way. It's just the way it is. Well, that's a 41-minute first game because of the stoppages for the wipes and the lights going out. So Rosner takes it 11-9. He leads 1-0. Well, considering the conditions, Simon Rosner using his experience there to not panic with it, keep calm. He's not using any types of boasts on the sidewall, which is very tricky. And I mean, again, it's the condensation's affecting the remote controls of the cameramen. That's how skiddy it is. So it's not just the balls.
Well, what can you say about this first game? I mean, everything happened. Problem with the lights and the condensation and other things. And Greg Lobban and Simon Rosner just doing their best to perform in this first round of a major event. And Rosner just coming through.
There's Alan Klein. Lost out on qualification to Paul Cole, 3-love. Supporting his countrymen. Did you know, I think I said at the beginning of the programme because it's been 41 minutes, I've forgotten, but he was born in Great Yarmouth. Do you know where that is?
I do.
Where is that?
It's in England.
Yeah. Where in England?
It's in Norfolk.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's born in Norfolk. He lives in Preston now. He's based in Preston. Does a lot of work with Danny Mazzara.
15 seconds.
What are you doing? What am I doing? Getting some coaching with you. Hey, yeah? Well, why wouldn't I?
Rosner leads 1-0.
Even catch the ball, it's that slippy.
Level.
Even though Rosner's 1-0 up, it would suit the underdog these sort of situations, wouldn't it?
In a way, yes. But then you could argue it the other way, that the man with the experience deal with this in a better way, which would be Rosner against Greg Lobban. I mean, this would be probably quite similar to
Yes, led.
Rosner driving on a humid day in his car. Down the Autobahn. It's familiar for him. Well, the refereeing team obviously were doing their work at the Movenpick.
Stroke to Lobban.
And then straight up into the glass court for these matches. So
1-love.
to say that it has been a very long day for them. He's not played one boast, has he, Simon Rosner?
No, and Lobban, I think, very few as well, if not none in this game. There's one.
Just as we talk, he's done one.
But it was kind of
He's well straightened.
a skid post.
That's just raw power, really, from Rosner to get that ball straight.
Hand out.
Yeah, he did well.
One all. 1-1.
See, you can see stroke.
2-1.
What's the latest you played on tour At night time, obviously. What was the latest match you had?
Night time.
On the PSA World Tour, not in a league match. Actually, let's go PSA World Tour. And then tell me league match.
Going on court probably around 10 o'clock, I think, in PSA.
Really?
Yeah. I remember once in Qatar.
Yeah.
Jahangir refused to go on after midnight, and it was the last match. Well, the one before him finished at around midnight, so he didn't go on. He went on the next day.
Decision Rosner.
So that's a bit boring. So nothing for you, no early hours.
late.
Well, in a league match, I went
In a
on
league
at,
match, right.
at Craig van der Vath in North West Counties, the ex-South African #1.
Would you
at,
like a video review?
I think 1 AM we started the match.
Really?
Yeah, there were 5 matches on
Video
one court,
review, Rosner,
and I was
on the
14
no-late
years old, and my
decision.
dad had taken me to the match.
So we've got a video review here. Let's see what the fourth official comes up with. So no let decision. What do you think, Parky? Obviously,
I think that's a let. That is bouncing high. It's bouncing well in front of the short line.
A quick turn around there from the fourth official. He's on top.
Decision overruled. Rosner has 1 review remaining.
It's been a long day, but
2-1.
it's not affected the fourth official in any way.
2-1. Left side. Left.
It's quite hard to see the players. Like you said, because my glasses are steaming up too. What? So what time did you finish then?
Well, I finished around before 2, but I had school the next day. I won 3 love, but it was like
You had school the next day.
I was 14, 15 years old. I was playing North West Counties. My dad was there. He played for the same team, and it was just incredibly late.
But you were playing #1.
Must have been 1, yeah. I think I was 15 maybe.
Decision Rosner.
But yeah, came off. Just
Structure
got home,
Rosner.
got to bed at 4 AM on a school night.
3-1.
So that was a late one.
Unbelievable. Did you win?
Yeah,
You beat Craig van der Vaart when you were 15.
yeah.
How old was he?
I think maybe
Down.
23 or something, 24.
4-1.
It's very impressive. You were actually a better player, weren't you, when you were 15,
Yeah,
16 years old? You
probably.
had a better technique.
Yeah, I was good at playing it late at night. Oh, that was a skid. That was a definite skid off the
5-1.
in the back. You can see a player of this caliber is not going to miss that one in the back corner. Very frustrating.
Decision Rosner. Yes, led. 5-1. Video review for Rosner on a yes-led decision. Court service. Stroke to Rosner. Decision overruled. Rosner has 1 review remaining.
Oh, he's not happy with that, Greg Lobban.
(6-1) from the left.
So Rosner, I feel like we're just playing in the mists of Egypt here.
Well, it seems to be getting more and more humid as the night
Stop.
wears on.
Thank you.
Your snoring is going to be unbearable tonight. Wow, that's unbelievable from Simon Rosner. The way he got round that and played it perfect straight drive, low.
7-1.
I mean, he was under the cosh here, but look at this. It's great ability.
Hand out.
Nice bit of cut on that
2-7.
shot.
There was. There was. He did. He cut through that. Cut. Honestly, I'm soaking wet. Completely and utterly wet through. You must be wet.
outdoor commentating. It's unbelievable. It's quite funny. Oh.
And out, 8-2.
It's a lovely boast.
The biggest sweating I've ever had commentating was actually with Lee Beachaw here 2 years ago.
I remember it. I was watching you. I was.
Yeah, I mean that was we were pretty much in our socks.
Yes, led, 8-2.
It was just uncontrollably warm and humid.
Video
hot and
review,
humid.
Robin, on the yes-led decision.
So got a video review. A lot of action with the fourth official in this second game.
Well, it should be a let. Should stay a let, I think. I don't know
Yeah, I
what,
mean that's not a stroke. I mean you just
no.
It's not a stroke because Roz has played it and he's got out of the way. I don't think that's a stroke. Oh, it is a stroke. Well, what do we know?
Stroke to Robin, decision overruled.
Yeah,
Robin has one review remaining. 3-8. It's fine. Four-8 from the left.
I read it, Rosner. Oh, it's a good taxi. Clever. Set up for him. So the German moves to 9-4.
And out.
Just great awareness, isn't it, here? Could feel the movement of Lobben.
9-4.
Good touch from the German. So Simon Rosner serving.
10-4 game ball.
6 game balls for a 2-love lead. He's going to have to change his shorts, Parky. They're sodden through. Sigrid Lobben
11-4
seeding really that second game.
Rosner needs 2 games to love.
He's furious. He's really struggling out there with the conditions as Scott. Rosner knuckling down, utilising it to his strengths. So Simon Rosner leading by 2 games to love. It makes me very dizzy doing that. Hopefully these will stay still. So no enforced errors from the machine. Simon Rosner, he's showed great mental strength and concentration, utilising all his top 10 experience to close down this late shift.
Well, as you said, sometimes it can work in the favour of the higher ranked player, the one with more experience, and Simon Rosner has been on the glass court a lot more than Greg Lobben, but just dealing with difficult situations. He's been on the circuit a long time. Rosner, he was quite keen to carry on tonight and get on with this match and try and get through to the second round, and he's keeping a cool head, and Greg Lobben, his opponent, clearly isn't. It's getting to him. He's 2-love down.
Well, not a huge amount of conversation going backwards and forwards between the Scots. What would you say to Greg Lobben in this situation? Just, you know, forget about it, get on with it, and try to get into Simon Rosner a bit.
Absolutely,
Nothing's going to change.
Yeah.
It's just this is the situation you've got, and you're just going to have to try to knuckle down and upset Rosner with your squash.
Yeah, just don't boast. Just absolutely don't boast. Hit the front wall first on all occasions.
10 seconds. Time. Rosner leads 2-0. Level. Not up. 1 love.
It's actually quite a good discipline playing this type of game, isn't it? Not hit the sidewall. Make sure you hit the front wall first at all times. Get the ball running through.
Well, it go down well this type of game in the Malcolm Willstrop School of Squad.
Yeah, absolutely. Just hit those lines, nice and accurate.
3 love.
I mean, this is what Simon Rosner does most of the time anyway. I mean, he will throw in a quick boast occasionally for the element of surprise, but he's certainly not doing that now. That's better, he just held it straight.
You hear the grunt of Rosner.
The Paderborner grunt. Yeah, he's controlling it well, even with that skid boast off the side wall. He's read it. Simon Rosner improvised and played the winner. Cool as you like.
Five love. Down. 6 love. Seven love.
Right, Greg Lobban has really lost the plot here. I mean, it's good play from Simon Rosner, but it's
Decision
it's
Rosner.
really hard to concentrate on these
Stroke to
circumstances,
Rosner.
but
8 love.
as you said, you do have to try and just deal with it, really. And
9 love.
you'll be very disappointed. It's not what you want, as he said. It's not many. Doesn't get many chances.
No, well, that's what I mean.
Down.
Doesn't get that many chances. I mean, you'd have, in this
And
scenario,
out.
you'd have been looking for that
1-9.
that bagel. You'd have been really hunting for it, eager.
If I was playing you, definitely.
No, just general, I think.
2-9.
Just you.
Knowing your character.
2-9.
I've never actually been
Down.
bageled before, Joey.
Pardon?
What's it like being bageled?
And out.
I'm sure you have.
No,
Mr.
never.
Lobban?
Never happened to me.
Please do not slam your racket. 10-2, match ball.
So the frustration from Greg Lobban evident. 8 match balls for Rosner, soon to finish. There we go, there it is. Greg Lobban will shake his opponent's hand.
11-2, match to Rosner, 3 games to love.
So Simon Rosner
11-4, 11-2.
doing the job that needed to be done. 61 minutes in the end with the delays, and it's Rosner that overcomes Greg Lobban, 3 games to love.
So a bit of a disappointing match really in these conditions, and So I feel a little bit sorry for Greg Lobban. Doesn't get many, or hasn't had many opportunities in his short career so far to get on the glass court against a top 10 player in these circumstances in a World Series event. But you have to deal with the cards you're given, and Simon Rosner dealt with these conditions better than Greg Lobban. Kept his head and played quite a lot of winners in the end, and adapted to the difficulties of the sidewalls. Hit good lines, very sharp lines, very crisp. And Greg Lobban gradually went down in concentration and standard during the match. We're just about to hear an interview between Joey Barrington and Simon Rosner, the winner.
Well, Seaman, we just do this interview for Squash TV. The conditions unbelievably difficult for you. How do you feel? Obviously, you're happy to get off in 3, but I mean, you've probably never really had an experience like that before.
No, I mean, I've played for so many years now, but that's something, yeah, I've never experienced. It's been pretty difficult, and that's an underrating. I mean, the sidewalls are just really slippery, so I was trying not to play any bows because that was just coming right back at you into the middle. So yeah, it wasn't the easiest of matches, but really glad how I managed to pull it off.
No, that was impressive. I think mental strength-wise, I think it got a lot to Greg, those conditions. But you, like you say, just knuckled down. You're getting a lot of advice from your coach back in Paderborn.
Yeah, I mean, I thought I just had to stick to my game plan, try to not make any errors, just try to frustrate him a little bit, and I think I managed to do that quite well in the first couple of games, and then in the third, I think, yeah, I got him where I wanted him to be, so yeah, just glad I was able to play the way I did.
Well, thanks a lot for this interview. This is going out straight to Squash TV, to the viewers and the fans and all your fans back home, but we wish you the best of luck for tomorrow. The day after tomorrow. You've got a rest, and you can go and hang out with Nikki and have a nice romantic evening together.
That's what we're going to have now.
Thanks a lot.
Well, strange match, obviously, with these conditions, but Simon Rosner just showing his class, really, able to improvise at these difficult situations and adapt and do his best, really. I mean, it's such an important match, and he's a winner. Greg Lobban's trained so hard, and he's improved drastically month after month recently, and he's absolutely furious, really, with the situation. Very disappointed, but Simon Rosner goes through to the second round. So there we have today's results. Miguel Angel Rodriguez comes through 3-love against Nafizwan Adnan. Cameron Pilley of Australia goes down 3-1 to Omar Mossad of Egypt. Mohamed El Shibagi gets through in 3 against Mazen Hesham, the Black Falcon. And Greg Lobban loses in 3 to Simon Rosner, the number 8 seed. Well, these are going to be live on YouTube tomorrow. The first match is Ryan Kaskeli of Australia against Karim Abdul Gawad. That should be a cracker. Stephen Coppinger from South Africa against Abdullah Mohamed Al Tamimi. Ramir Shaw against Marwan El Shibagi. That's going to be a great match. And Tom Richards of England, finally, against Greg Gauthier of France. And we'll be starting 6:30 local time. So that's it for this evening's matches. We hope you've enjoyed watching tonight, and we'll be back tomorrow. See you then.